Behold the solution to all of your survivability issues for Plains of Eidolon. I am surrounded by 20 corrupted heavy gunners, but do I care? No, not a care in the world, because I am Wukong. If Wukong is basically unkillable, then why would you pick anyone else for something that you expect to be difficult? Today we're going to talk about that, and I'm also going to show you how to be immortal as Wukong. Here is the build that will bring you to glorious immortality. These are all the mods you need to make Wukong functionally immortal as long as you do not run out of energy. Don't add any more survivability mods. I've had a lot of people suggest like steel fiber or whatever, but that doesn't do anything because you already cannot die as long as you have energy. Adding more survivability is just a waste of space. Likewise, adding more duration is also a waste of space. It will make you invulnerable for longer when you die with Defy, but you already can't die as long as you have energy, so there's no point. It's just a waste of space. Use these mods and you will not die. I have a suggestion for what to put in the rest of the space, but first, we do need to talk about the 3 conditions that will cause you to die. So Defy is a toggled ability, and it costs energy per second, as you can see in the bottom right corner. We have that cost as low as it can possibly go with our mods, because that is the thing that might be able to kill us. When we die while Defy is on, we won't actually die, we'll instead get a brief period of invulnerability and regain some of our health. The catch is that every subsequent time we die, we regain less and less health. Now, we have Rage on, so when we lose health, we gain energy back, and while we have energy, we can keep Defy toggled on, so as long as we have enough energy, we're immortal, but, as I said before, there are 3 conditions that could result in our death anyway. The first is just sort of outside factors, so like energy leech Eximus enemies will just drain your energy no matter what, even if you do things right, so stay away from them, kill them from far, and if you like fall up the map or get debuffed or something, I mean that doesn't count. We're talking about human error things, so those non-human error things can mess you up. If you have Defy active and you fall off the map, when you come back it will not be active and you might get shot during that like recovery animation. That will kill you, but that, you know, we're not talking. The second one is what you're about to see. So if you're fighting against enemies and you regain less and less health every time, you might eventually get so little health back when you die that you don't have enough health to lose to get yourself energy back with Rage. So all you have to do to prevent this is deactivate and reactivate Defy every 10 deaths or so to reset those diminishing returns. Make sure you find a safe place to toggle it off and on though so you don't get killed during that brief window of time. So see, right now I've died a few times. I probably don't need to redo it yet, but let's just do it. So I'll go back here. This is pretty safe, right? And I'll reactivate it. And now we're good. Diminishing returns are back, and I'm going to die again. And you'll see that I get more health back this time because I reset the death diminishing returns thing. Now in kind of a similar vein, the last way you could die is being invulnerable too long. I said before not to add duration because it makes you invulnerable for longer, but you already can't die, so there's no point being invulnerable for longer. But there's another reason. While you're invulnerable, you can't lose health, so you can't regain energy through Rage. But Defy still costs energy while you're invulnerable, as you can see I am right now, but it still ticks down during that period of invulnerability. So you're basically just costing yourself extra energy, and it is nice to have like a little bit of a breather where you like know you won't die for that period of time, but it still isn't increasing your odds of surviving, so you don't want to make the invulnerability too long. Now that we've talked about how to be immortal as Wukong, let's talk about maybe like why people don't do that, or other things you could do, other things you could do with the space, you know, everything else. So first of all, I understand some people just don't like Wukong, yeah, like he can be a little awkward looking. What is this? Like what is this animation? What is he doing? Why this? Why this, DE? Why is my space ninja a monkey clown man? What animation is this? What's happening? So I tried very hard to make this fashion that makes you take Wukong seriously a little bit. I hope that you enjoy it. I hope you like it. If you would like to steal it, I have a video that just details this specific fashion in excruciating detail, so go watch that. That's in the description. But yeah, I mean, obviously the reason people play other stuff besides Wukong is because, so for example, let's do what we just did, but let's use Exalted Blade Excalibur. So this is my Excalibur build. It's not that different than the ones you've seen before. I have videos on it, etc. So we're going to jump in here, we're going to blind these guys, take out Exalted Blade, then we're just going to absolutely annihilate them. Like, these enemies also cannot damage us. We are also kind of unkillable in that situation as well, but we also did insane amounts of damage, right? And that was pretty efficient damage. Excalibur's damage is really efficient. So there's that, and then there's like, you could just keep the enemies crowd controlled for so long that it doesn't even matter that they can hurt you. So like, I'll crowd control these guys a bit, a little bit, yeah. some light crowd control, dust it around, and like now the entire map is locked down and nobody can attack, so like it's kind of fine that I'm squishy, and it's kind of fine that I don't do damage, because no one, well, if I had CC'd everything, no one can hurt anyone. Like these, we could just like play with these enemies, group them together if we like, do whatever we want, yeah? And who could forget the classic ye old sniper glaive baseball bat? Let's just get a better view on that right there. Goodbye. So that's what you're going to see this coming week. I'm going to share some resources for selecting weapons and gear for Plains of Eidolon, and I'm also going to share with you some very eccentric build ideas for things you can trade off, things you can do instead of being an immortal Monkey King if you do not want to do that. Or if you do want to do that, then I just thought you have. So you don't have a problem with power. You can now survive Plains of Eidolon no matter who you are, as long as you have Wukong. But if you would like to do something else instead, boy, have I got a lot of that for you this coming week. So I hope you all enjoyed very much. We're going to keep talking about this stuff, and I actually need to leave you with my little tidbit of build that you can fill in the rest of the Wukong build with. So obviously there's some open space here, right? We're going to drop in Iron Vault, and we're going to drop in all the range, just all the range, king of the range, overextended, don't care about power strength that much, stretch, cunning drift. Now we don't have full build space without an aura, but you can use whatever aura, you know, maybe use enemy radar, why not? And then drop in a cunning drift. And now you have crazy range on your slam when you do Iron Vault. You all know how this works. I've made a video about this, so if you're interested in like watching this play out and how it works with the Arca Titron's passive, which is also amazing, then I have a video on that that's in the description. Check that out. Or you can click through the button on the screen right now. Thank you all very much for watching once again. I hope that you check out the rest of my week prepping for Plains of Eidolon. Subscribe if you had a good time, and I will see you all tomorrow with another video.